Welcome back to the MEP conduit drawing video. I believe this is video 11 in a series of videos. All right. I hope everybody was able to configure their AutoCAD to have the properties window over here and the external references. It takes a little bit of work. You got to play around with it. It's kind of tricky, but it will eventually wind up there. And I hope you locked it so that it won't move away. All right, so I just started my AutoCAD and ortho. I'm going to turn on the ortho and get rid of the grid. All right, okay. Well, this is the number 11, and we're still going to get away from drawing conduit right now. We're going to do something called extrusions. All right, that's going to be kind of fun. Okay, do you guys remember? Does everyone remember this external references? Okay, so what we're going to do is come over here and we are going to click the down arrow, attach DWG. DWG is the file format that AutoCAD drawings are saved in. And we did not talk about that early on because we were in a rush to draw conduit. So now let's get down to the nitty gritty, the finer details. It's DWG. Okay, so let's open that up. Well, what do we got? Let me navigate over to my folder where the AutoCAD stuff is, where I got it. And you should have it in the same place in a folder called Conduit, right? That's where we put it. All right, so what do we want from this folder? Well, let's see. We need, the first thing we want to do is the control point. We're going to load in the control point, all right? And let's just highlight that, all right? Conduit 008 control point, open it. And it's going to ask us a bunch of stuff, okay? Now, we don't want attachment, we want overlay, all right? And we want do not specify scale. Insertion point, uncheck that. And let's see, rotation, no checks. Okay, this is what this should look like. No check on specify. No check on specify on screen for the insertion point. No rotation, no check there. Block unit is in inches and it's a factor of 1. Over here you want overlay. Okay, when that's all good, hit OK. Boom. Well, where did it go? We don't know. Right, so type in zoom and hit enter, and type in E for extents and hit enter again. And there's our view. No, that's our 0, 0, 0 pointer. Okay. All right. So basically, what we did was we had a piece of glass, and underneath that, our working surface, our table is a glass table. And that's what we're going to be drawing. But we slid this other drawing underneath, which has the 0, 0, 0 reference point on it. If you look over here, when I highlight it, it says external reference. It doesn't say triangle. It doesn't say anything. It says external reference. Well, that external reference is this drawing right here, Conduit 008, right? All right. And to prove it to you, here's Conduit 008, right? If you right click and we can go over here and unload it. Watch it go away. Unload. It's gone, right? But we can come back over and click on it again and we can reload it and it will show back up. All right. Well, what's the next thing we need? The next thing we need to draw is the floor plan. Oh, where are we going to get that? Let's XREF that in. Where's the floor plan at? Attach DWG. And that was 007, right? The floor plan. So let's open that. You're going to get the same window. It's going to ask you the same questions. But because we did it once, it kind of remembers what we want. But just double check. Overlay. No check here. No check on the insertion point. Right? Remember, the insertion point right now is 0, 0, 0, which is exactly this point. So your drawing is coordinated through this one point. And so is everyone else's drawing. That way you guys are all working in the same space to say, right? Because if your points are off, the other guy's stuff could be 3 inches high or 3 inches to the X direction or 3 inches to the Y direction or who knows what. And you'll never see it or it's out of whack, right? Okay. So everything checks out. We're going to hit OK. Okay. Oh, notice the floor plan showed up. Okay. Let's click on that floor plan. Once again, over here you see it's an external reference, right? Now we could turn that floor plan on and off at will over here, right here. 007, that's the floor plan right there. We can unload it or load it. We're not going to do that because we already did it, right? All right, so we got this beautiful floor plan. Now let's do this. All right, everybody get ready. We're going to have some fun. Okay, we're going to do some extrusions today. What are we going to extrude? Well, we have to have an electrical panel to take all that beautiful conduit to, right? All right, so type in REC and hit enter. It stands for rectangle. Grab that end point, the end of the room. All right, click on it, pull out like this, and then we're going to type in D for dimensions. Enter. Okay. Well, you know, how wide are electrical panels? Let's just say they're 24 inches wide, right? And enter, hit enter, and they're what, 6 inches deep? Oh, look at that! All right, escape, escape. Oh, my mistake. I forgot to click on the screen. Let's do it again. REC, enter. Click that, pull it out. Type in D, enter. We want 24 by 6 inches deep. Enter. And I forgot. You're supposed to click on the screen first, then hit escape, escape, escape. All right, well, we're not going to slam that panel against the wall just like that, right? Usually you need about 6 inches. So let's type in move, M-O-V-E, enter. Move that over 6 inches. Oh, it's pretty good, huh? What do you think? We know the panel's touching the wall, 6 inches off the wall. You know what? What do we got over here? How about we have another panel, all right? So actually, you know, we got to create another one. So type in REC, all right, and touch that corner. We'll pull it out, and once again, we'll go dimensions, enter. Oh, and actually, you know what? We don't need to do it that way. I kind of messed up. Just go like this. Highlight it, and type in copy. C-O-P-Y, enter. Click on the screen, pull it over. Let's see. We're gonna have a transformer in the middle, so let's go over about I don't know, 7 feet. 7 feet. Enter. Okay. So now we got. I don't know, usually high voltage, low voltage, right? Okay. All right, so let's do a transformer. REC, type in REC for rectangle, click it, click on that, pull it out, dimensions. Well, transformers are usually, what, 36 inches wide and, I don't know, 24 inches deep? Sounds like a good one. Click on the screen one time, escape, escape, escape. Now, we typically want those, what? 8 inches away from the panel, 6 to 8 inches for the air circulation and all that stuff. So let's type in move, enter, and we're going to move it over 8. Why not, right? So this could be, there's no rule that says you can't be too far away. You just can't be too close, right? Okay, so let's just go with that. All right, now let's looking real good. All right, now let's switch over to the Southwest isometric view. Look at that. All right, now we're going to get into some code issues. You guys should really know your electrical code, right? So the highest operated circuit breaker, lever, or whatever in a panel cannot be higher than 6 feet, right? So do we all agree that if the panel is at 6 feet, the handle can't be above that? So highlight this and type in move, M-O-V-E, M-O-V-E. Okay, now we're going to move in the Z direction. Make sure the ortho is on. If it isn't, it's going to be like that, and this is going to be really, really bad. Okay, so turn that ortho on so it locks it. You're going straight up. Type in 6 feet. Well, the top of these two rectangles is now at 6 feet. Okay, so highlight one of them. Let's highlight this one. All right, and we're going to make that one let's make that the high voltage panel. Okay, so it's a smaller panel. So type in this word after you highlighted the thing. E-X-T-R-U-D-E, enter. Okay? Ooh, pull down. Look at that. Yeah, we're making a panel. Okay, now, we don't just want to willy-nilly and pull it down, right? So we're going to say, the shorter panel is probably, let's just say 30 inches. Okay, so now remember, this is the positive Z direction. This is the negative Z. Okay, so type in negative 30 and hit enter. Oh, yeah, look at that. All right, now let's click on this one. Same thing, E-X-T-R-U-D-E, enter. Now, let's make this one a little bit bigger because it's the 12208 panel, right? Okay, in the Z, we went negative on the Z, right? So we got to go minus, let's go 40 inches. Yeah, that looks all right, huh? Okay. What about the transformer? Should we do anything with that? All right, click on it. Type in E-X-T-R-U-D-E, enter. Okay. Click on the screen. What happened? It didn't work. All right, let's try that again. Sorry. Oh, did it work? Oh, I messed up. All right. See, I messed up right there. I pulled it, and I guess I let go. So Now, you know what? It's already a 3D. No, let's not do that. Let's type in undo, undo, and hit enter, enter, until that goes away. There it goes. Okay. So you see how it changed? All right, escape, escape, escape. All right, let's do that again. Highlight it, EXTRUDE, enter. Okay, see how it's going up? I guess I was touching something. And I don't know how high our transformer is. 2'6"? Let's say 30 inches. Enter. It looks kind of small. That's fine. We're just winging it. Okay, so there's my transformer. Yeah, I kind of like that. Don't you guys like that? How about we look at it in the visual styles? Yeah, we got a panel, a transformer, another panel. Yeah, I kind of like that. And we got. Let's go back to the 2D wireframe now. Hold down the Shift key, press the center rolling wheel of your mouse, and you can move this thing around. Look at that. Oh yeah, this is from one way. So if you're looking in from the doorway, you're looking at it dead on like this, right? All right, let's just leave it like that. Come on up here. We can pick a view, and let's look at it from the front. Front. Where's front? Right here. Boom. Look at that. High voltage transformer, low voltage. Pretty good, huh? Yeah, congratulations. We just made ourselves a little mini electrical room. Yeah. All right, let's go back to the Southwest isometric view for now. Okay. You notice we had we drew in this drawing. Oh, actually, we didn't. I did not name a drawing. Okay. Anyway, we'll do that at the end then. Instead of doing it first, we're going to do it at the end. All right. So this is an XREF, and the other view cube is an XREF because you don't see it here because it's actually hidden, right? Because one is on top of the other. So we know that everything's zeroed out. Now we click on this. Now let's mess with it. We're going to type move, M-O-V-E. We're going to move this up by an inch. Okay, let's say let's type in 1. Well, I better go more. Let's go 3. Up by 3 inches. Enter. Well, now when you look at this drawing, you'll notice, hey, what's going on here? You click on this. That's the XREF. But the XREF is off, right? From the view cube. But look, over here, insertion point's 3 inches high. So whenever you see this area where the your control points, they should always be a single control point. Not like this, because if you see it like this, then hey, you better start checking. Something is off. Something is really, really bad, okay? So let's, I'm just going to undo. Hit U, hit enter, 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 and it, okay, it moved back down. Right now, let me verify. This is now at insertion point 0. Okay, so whenever you do the undo command, as long as you keep hitting enter, it's going to keep going back until you stop doing it. Going forward, you can only go forward once. So be really careful. All right. Okay, so usually we unload all the XREFs before we save our drawing. All right, so let's return to top view because we always want to save our drawings in top view. All right, so before I unload my XREFs, what I want to do is I want to add this triangle to my drawing, which contains the panels. So how do I do that? Just type in, sorry, computer's upset. Type in PL with polyline, hit enter. I'm going to click that, click that, click that, and click that. Escape. Okay, so click on that triangle and make sure it's at 0. Global elevation is 0, right? Elevation 0. Let's verify that. Okay, so we're going to go to Southwest ISO, and there it is. Now, this is the triangle we drew. It's in the same drawing as the panels. All right, do you believe me or do you don't? All right, let's do it. Let's verify. All right, let's unload Conduit drawing 008, unload, and we're going to unload Conduit 007. Okay, so now we have a drawing that has the control point, or control point pointer, I guess, and then the 2 panels. Now we look at it. Now we're going to return this drawing to the top view. So this is what you see. So every drawing is going to have this little thing at 0, pointing at 0, 0, 0, right? Let's save the drawing, and let's see, because we didn't do it earlier. Let's go here, go to Save As Drawing, and okay, it looks like I already did it once. Okay, anyway, we're going to call this drawing Conduit 011 Panels Drawing. Okay, and we're going to save that. Just hit save. You're not going to get this. I did because I already did it once. So say yes. Okay. All right. So our drawing is saved, and that's going to do it for this video. I'll catch you on the next one.